Life.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So your girl is back with another reaction video. Listen, before we hop into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right. So I'm back with another quick reaction. In this particular video, this woman, she tries to play the victim, y'all, but it backfired big time in her face. So I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to hop right into the video. Definitely chime in the comments below. I want to get your thoughts on this one. So make sure you let me know what you think in the comments. All right. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
Can you tell us what he did? He was okay, so grabbing me up by my shirt, telling me, you gotta get the f out. You gotta get the f out. I'm pushing him back, and he's pushing me back. He's grabbing me by my hair until my hair's coming off. If he has that video, you can hear me in the video saying, don't, stay away from me. Get away from me, please.
Like, you are talking down to me. I'm not gonna explain it again.
That's how you take it.
I
just said I don't want to be with you. I don't want you in my house. You have a knife out. Please get out my house with that knife. Or put it away. Bro.
Make me get out right now. Call the police, because now I'm done with it.
Away from me, bro. Now you're saying I'm coming towards you? I'm coming towards you?
Call the police. I'm giving you a reason right now because I'm ready to go to jail right now.
Stop hitting me.
And that's all you're dead. Bitch. Call the police right now.
You put the knife down, bro.
I'm ready to go. I mean it.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm ready to go to jail right now.
What's that mean? Put the knife
I'm
down.
ready to go to jail right now.
What mean?
Let's go, please. Call them right now. Call them right now.
And then what?
You're
gonna stay
in jail right now.
You're going to jail now for hitting me.
Call them right now.
Stop hitting
them
me.
Right now. Call them right now.
Stop hitting me,
Call
bro.
them right now.
And put the knife down.
Got my kid. I'm ready. Go. I'm in jail. No.
Threatening.
Pescando en las alcantarillas.
Voy grabando. Listo, dele. ¿Quedó?
Threatening.
I'm sick and tired of your ass.
What? Stop poking at me with a knife. I just said I don't want to be with you. That's not talking down on you, you psycho.
Hey,
I'm allowed to not want to be with you.
that's not what I'm mad.
Stop, bro.
Get mad.
Stop.
I'm not getting it.
Stop.
Baby, when I say batshit crazy, I mean it. And she running up on this dude with a knife. Good thing he's recording her because this is how he has to defend himself. What is really going on in the mindset of a lot of these chicks? Let's continue.
I'm not getting it. You're still not.
You gonna do all this shit because I said I don't want to be with you? Stop poking that knife at me. Stop hitting me, bro.
He pulled that out. He pulled the video out after in the middle of an argument.
But we still have to act on the evidence.
So we see the physical
right now?
altercation of you stepping towards him and striking him multiple times with a knife in your offhand.
Wow.
And that's what we're going on. We tried, like my partner said, we tried to observe the marks that you stated, you know.
Can you go ask him to not do this right now?
And this is always insane. You do your dirt and then you want him to cover for you. That's because men have done that. Men have let these women get away with this type of behavior and cover for them. They're so used to the blame being put on the men. That's why I say this behavior has gone unchecked and there's never been any consequences. So now they're like, what? I'm being held accountable? Let's continue.
State of Ohio takes domestic violence very seriously. After us seeing that, he doesn't really have an option. The state is going to mandate that an arrest happens today. Okay? So if you would, go ahead.
Can I call someone really, really quick?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Turn around. Put your hand behind your back. Can you hold this? Yep. Hands behind your back. Palms together like you're praying, okay?
Baby, listen, I don't know if there was more to the story, but this is enough. It just shows you how some women act and the audacity and the entitlements that they have. You can do whatever you want and then you just cry to the authorities and make up a lie and just say, oh, he did this to you. You want to press charges against him, not realizing your part in all of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is why accountability and being held accountable is so important. That's what if you do something that you shouldn't be doing, there needs to be consequences. And far too often, women still don't get the consequences associated with their actions. And they're not held to the same standard as men are. Even though they fought for equality and they want equality, they still don't want to be held to the same standards as men would be held to. We automatically know that if a man put his hands on a woman, he's going to jail. They're not thinking twice about it. But when women do it, is either they don't get the same amount of time or they don't get the same amount of consequences or whatever. And it's just kind of brushed to the side. But that has to change. And slowly we're starting to see a change. The laws shouldn't be different for women versus men. It should be on an equal playing field. You know what I mean? If a man committed a domestic dispute or domestic violence against a woman, and he gets a certain amount of time, and for those actions, the same should apply to women. It shouldn't be any different. But a lot of women have been, getting away with their actions because there's never been real consequences for the most part. And anytime they think that they could just do whatever and then lie and get away with it, they're gonna keep doing it. This is why I say, if you keep doing something and nobody ever chastises you about it, or there's never any consequences, you're gonna feel entitled to keep doing it. But if you know that if you hit a man or you do something toward a man and you're gonna go to jail, and you might do a year in jail or more for depending on the situation, you probably will think twice before you do that. And so I just think it's just, a lot of these situations are being recorded now. I always say, listen, have your camera. Put cameras in your house if you have to. Have cameras. The cameras may save your life. Cameras may, you know what I'm saying? They could be very helpful. Especially when the cards are stacked against you. Especially when the narrative has been that, women could just do whatever and then lie and say you did them something, and they'll more than likely arrest you. So yeah, you have to protect yourself, because what if he had not had this camera and the camera in this situation? If he had not had that video, it'd have been her word against his. And more than likely they take the women's side versus the man's side. So I just think it's unfortunate. Y'all know how I feel. Listen, you should not be putting your hands on people, period. When you're in a relationship with a person, you should not get in your feelings to the point to where you got to pull weapons out or start hitting people when nobody's done anything to you. And then on top of that, it's just, ridiculous that then they'll turn around and lie about it. You know what I mean? Because they can. It's worse. You know what I'm saying? So good thing he had the camera. Those type of relationships, the toxicity, stay away from people like that, because that's not going to end up good for neither one of you. You know what I mean? That's just going to end up in a something, something that could be worse. You don't want to subject yourself to that type of behavior from anybody. Women always like to talk about men this, but there are a lot of crazy women out here too. That's what I keep saying. It's not just the men. I can acknowledge, there's some crazy people, men and women, not just men. But the narrative is always, all these men are toxic. All these men are just do this. No, there's some crazy women too. Psychopaths. And you got to be aware of that. And if you see the psychopathic tendencies, run. All women aren't like that, but we got to start acknowledging a lot of these women are not fit for relationships. They're not fit to have children. They're not fit for any of that, because something is not completely clicking in their heads. So listen, I'm gonna leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Y'all chime in. I definitely want to hear what you have to say. Leave your thoughts, comments, concerns in the comment section, you guys. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
DeeDeesReactions.